I didn't think this interview could get any worse, but it sure did. Welcome to Popcorn Palace. I am Andy Signor. If you missed part one of our breakdown of this new Bloomberg interview with Meghan, you should check it out. She basically gave us permission after calling us out to criticize her, finally, in a way, while still playing the victim. I am very comfortable continuing my criticism of Meghan Markle. Let's get into what her goals were in making With Love Meghan and how she responds to the haters.
From my standpoint, the intention of the show was to share more of myself, to share tips that I love in my life, and to have fun.
But there's this take that you're glorifying homemaking or glorifying trad wives.
Oh, really?
I love how she's acting like she hasn't heard this. Really? People are saying this?
That feels odd to me.
Yeah, how do you respond to that?
That feels odd to me. I mean, I hadn't heard that.
Girl, you haven't heard that? Why does she do these fake, what? They're saying this about me, huh?
But I'm really unapologetic about the fact that though would it be lovely to go and churn your own butter? Sure, maybe. I don't have time for that.
You literally waste time in your garden all the time to get flower sprinkles, so you say. How do you have time for any of this?
I don't have time for that, and I don't think you get an extra gold star if you do that. So for me, a lot of it is how do you show up thoughtfully? I don't have time to make dinner every night. I wish I did.
Wait a second. How does she not have time to not make dinner? What does she do? I know she's launching this whole dumb thing, but you literally are married to a prince who doesn't work. He doesn't have a job. You have so many nannies. You have employees. You can't make dinner? I don't understand. Like, I thought you were trying to be relatable. This is the most unrelatable thing in the world.
I don't have time for that. I'm great at ordering takeout and plating it beautifully. And look, and yes, do I have small things where even on my kids' plates, I wipe the side of the plate? Someone might go, oh my gosh, that's so ridiculous. For me, that's 2 seconds where I get to present something that looks a little bit more beautiful.
I cannot imagine having a meal with Meghan Markle or trying to cook, and she's literally cleaning, changing the order on the plates to make. No one cares. I just want to eat.
I have absolutely no judgment on trad wives. If that works for them, then they should do it. But for me, I think there is an in-between. And joy for me comes in finding that sweet spot in the middle.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Ever.
This sweet spot.
It's an evolution of 40
blah, 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 blah,
When
blah,
you
blah.
sell out that quickly, you actually, it's a double-edged sword because it's an incredible thing to happen.
Dude, you're selling like 10 jars of jam. You will not show the figures. They even admitted it. Bloomberg's. We don't know what her figures are, but she's sold out. Yeah, because you're doing this fake sellout where you sell 10, 20 products and then, oh, we're sold out.
For any small business and any startup. And at the same time, you don't get the same metrics and learnings about which SKUs and products are the most coveted because it's all gone immediately. So then we prepped for the.
Oh, that must be such a problem. Can you? Oh, we sold out all of our merchandise. It's such a curse.
The second seasonal drop and 10x'd our inventory and thought.
So she went from a 10 to 100, allegedly.
For sure, that would at
They're not going to buy 100 of these dumb jams. Dude, I bet you bought them yourself.
least last for a couple weeks. That sold out in a couple hours. And suddenly the conversation goes from at the start of this year talking about a few thousand jars and lids to we need to do a purchase order of 1 million. And that's a huge jump in just a few months of starting a business.
And the plan.
Dude, how do you not be prepared for that? Like, I know everyone wants to knock on Meghan Markle and whatever. How do you not assume I got to make 100 million of these jar jams? You really thought, I mean, she just admitted she can't sell 1 million. She's got to make 1 million now. So she was doing way less than 1 million. And 1 million's not that much in the scope of launching a global business, which is what she's claiming to do. This idea that, oh, we have to make 1 million? It's like, yeah, welcome to merchandise. You got to actually invest and make 1 million and see if you can sell 1 million.
Plan is to go global.
Yes, absolutely.
How long does it take to develop each product? What's that process like?
Oh, goodness. I'm exasperated in some ways by that only because it is such a tedious proposition to scale your own home recipe.
It's not your home recipe. Don't keep trying to claim that it is.
To something at mass and maintain the same, not just quality, but the same flavor that you're able to do at home. And I think any home cook would say that. If you say, great, can you make your cobbler that I love? I say, great, of course I can make my cobbler. Great, can you make 1,000,000 cobblers? Can you teach someone how to make 1,000,000 cobblers that taste just like the one that you have at home?
I love how she's like introducing like it's the first time anyone's ever done this. Like, girl, so many people do this. It's like, yeah, go hire a company who can do it.
I also have to be conscious of, people who really understand canning can say the bricks method when you're going at scale. I mean, now I'm going to get a little nerdy and jammy with you.
I can tell the details.
But there's a lot of detail in it. There's lots of tiny nuances that I don't think people would think about. And
of course there are. And I don't know how to jar jams. I don't expect you to know how to jar jams. That's why you hire companies that can jar jams.
then make sure that it can come out the way that feels reflective of what I make at home.
What about pricing? Like, how did you determine your
this is juicy.
pricing strategy? Like, what are the margins?
Yes, the pricing I think is key. From my standpoint, I know where I came from. I remember being in high school and having my after-school job.
And my father, who helped me get through it all.
And all I wanted to do was save up to buy a shirt that said BB.
Yes.
Right?
Yes,
that
I
just
had a lot
said
of
BB.
BB.
And if you could get the one with the rhinestone BB, you really made it. And I always think about that version of me.
She's literally remembering her childhood. And instead of remembering her father who helped raise her and do all this stuff, her memory is trying to get the rhinestone BB shirt so she could have a status symbol to make herself look richer, more powerful. Read between the lines there of this was Meghan Markle's childhood memory. Oh, I could get the rhinestone BB shirt and wear it, and then everyone would think I'm special. It's so revealing here. What she's actually saying here, that's what means anything to her. Not what all the things that her family did, her father. No, it's, that sweatshirt. Could I get it?
Who there might be a brand or a person that you look up to and you want to have a piece of what they're sharing in the world. And that can't be something that is out of price range. That can't be something that is so aspirational, you're never going to be able to afford it.
Who says otherwise? What do you think? I mean, there was a point where she was going to try to sell this for $100 for a jam, and because it was going to be a limited quantity. That's what it was supposed to be upon. And then I think she wised up and was like, no, let's sell more.
So there is something I think really important in that the first hero product was
her jam is her hero product.
this $9 jar of jam, which my 15-year-old self would have been able to buy. And then after you finish the jam, you could use that to put your flowers in it, little jar, or your pens on your desk. And
Not only is that way too expensive for a damn jar of jam, $9, crazy. You expect them to keep the jar for flowers or pens? Who thinks that high of themselves that, I'm aspiring to be Meghan to get her jar of jam so I could put my pens in the jar afterwards. You are so full of it, dude. That's what you're thinking as you're developing this? Yeah, but what about all the girls who want to have something of me to keep on their desk? Oh, this jar of jam can hold their pencils. God.
I like the idea of having something that just felt signature in that way, and keepsake packaging and affordable.
Celebrity brands are
Oh my God.
all the rage right now. What's going to
Yes.
make yours stand out?
I think the authenticity is probably what will help it stand apart.
Her authenticity. It's literally the one thing she doesn't have. It is so fake. Everything here just feels fake.
Also the price point. I think certainly when we're looking at economically what's happening right now, you really want things to be in a range that people can still have a piece of, whatever ends up happening with our economy.
Oh, so in this bad economy, she still thinks you should be paying $9 for her dumb jam. You know, because it's got a fancy bottle you can put your pens in afterwards.
More than anything, I've just poured so much love into this brand, and I would
Oh, guys, it has so much love. So pay the extra because it has Meghan's love oozing out of it.
say the same for so many of these celebrities who probably have dreamed of something for a long time, and at the same time, when they see it come to fruition, for a lot of them, are they writing copy and doing all these things that maybe they are, which I think.
Yeah, I love how first of all, you're admitting you're a celebrity. That's what you are now. You're an influencer. Is who you are. You've done nothing else. Beyond that, you try to call them all out. Gwyneth Paltrow's not writing copy. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. She's putting her scent on her own candles, girl. And you're out there trying to shade, and then she catches herself. Oh, maybe they
I think
are.
is incredible. Everyone is putting out something unique in the world, even if it feels like there's a million tequilas. I'm sure they all have a different point of view in some regard, and I really do believe that a high tide raises all boats. I believe that. I think there's room for all of us.
Oh, guys, there's enough for everybody. Meghan can do this because, yeah, good luck trying to match some of these names. Ryan Reynolds, of course, in there.
Good reviews is joining a pretty packed celebrity shelf. To build a brand that endures investors.
Yeah, I love how they are.
Relationship with them. How does it work? Like, take us behind the curtain.
Sure.
Who has the last word?
Creatively, they very graciously said, no, this is your baby and this is your brand. So they you in some regard, even if it feels like they are, which I think
Their beauty, running a pretty have partnered with operators or raised
The Netflix of it all. You have a really unique relationship with them. How does it work? Like, take us behind the curtain.
Sure.
I am curious how she's going to answer this. Her relationship with Netflix. Let's see.
The last word.
creatively, they very graciously said, no, this is your baby and this is your brand. So
that's very revealing because that implies they gave a lot of money or they took a lot of money from that $100 million deal because they didn't give them enough. I suspect Netflix was like, okay, in order to make good on all the things you didn't deliver, we get a big piece of your marketing brand.
all creative decisions and final decisions like that end up with me. The CPG division might be newer for a lot of people to hear about. They have been doing that with a lot of shows and brands that they've had and been in the consumables territory and market. Stranger Things, they've introduced a line of ice creams or pizzas. So they have a lot of incredible suppliers and manufacturers that they are comfortable working with. And then I'm able to try the products, work with those teams as well, and then sort of green light.
While you can go to Netflix, I'm inspired.
Do you have any backers other than Netflix?
No.
Or are you looking for other investors?
At the moment, no. Netflix is my partner and investor.
Why not raise money on your own, where you
Good question, by the way.
might have more control, you might have more financial upside?
That had been my plan. And
Then I owed Netflix a lot of money. Let's see how honest she answers this one.
I thought that it would be great just to build out my own team and really do it purely on my terms. But then I also would say Netflix made a really compelling sell. We began our relationship
A compelling sell is how she's calling
with
it.
Netflix 5 years ago, purely as a production company with Archwell Productions. And we've managed to have some wonderful shows and docuseries that we're really proud of.
But they didn't really move the needle or make a lot of money.
And then with the evolution of our partnership now is them doubling down in their support of As Ever.
Just days after this interview,
let's get into this.
they've signed a reportedly far less lucrative first look deal, similar to the Obamas. Her ever-present critics seem to view this as yet another setback.
It is. It is. Without a doubt, it is.
But really, what it means is Harry and Meghan can shop their shows elsewhere if Netflix doesn't bite.
Yeah, that means less money. That means they're not as into her. If they liked her, they would not let her have that right.
Recently released viewership, 5 Season 3 is
Oh my
back
God,
as
look at
out of
this
the new
puff
deal,
piece.
which celebrates their shared.
What do you want it to be? What don't you want it to be? The grand vision for As Ever.
This is why aren't you asking the tough question? So what really is this deal? Why did they give you a lesser deal? Did you get money? Why isn't she asking, did you owe them money because the other ones didn't perform? Why is everyone so afraid to ask real questions? Was that part of the deal before she even
What do you want
did
it
this
to
interview?
be? What don't? So what is the grand vision for As Ever? What do you want it to be? What don't you want it to be?
I don't want it to feel generic. I don't want it to feel cookie cutter. I don't want it to feel like it was phoned in. Mm-hmm. And I know that it would be impossible to feel that way because I know how much time I spend on it from soup to nuts, but
she's seeing all the criticism and it's really, really bothering her.
I want it to be something that people feel excited to have in their home and especially that people feel excited to gift.
So what is
It's going to be a gift.
the path to profitability?
The scaling is going to be key and certainly shifting out of D2C, not necessarily into brick and mortar of our own, but in finding the right retail partners that make sense to be on the shelves.
Do you want to see it at Target or Williams-Sonoma or?
I think a key retail partner is going to be very valuable. And also, look, if you look at the categories, it might not just be one. We might have exclusivity in certain ones that make sense for the consumables, but as
Oh God, she's just desperate. I mean, of course, this is what every brand wants, is to have some sort of exclusivity at Target or some other place.
you expand into candles or things throughout the home, where do those live that it makes sense?
So she's going to basically sell these each store. Oh, you can have my as ever umbrellas, and you can have my as ever rakes. Oh God.
Between the show and As Ever, the podcast.
Yeah, it's been a busy year.
It's been a busy year. You were off social media for years and now you're back on. Do you feel like you're sort of launching a new you or rebranding yourself?
No, I think.
Oh, yes, you are. No, what do you mean? You have whole new staff of people helping your PR image. Again, just be honest. If she had been like, yeah, you know what? I haven't had the best press. I can't lie. People have this weird opinion of me. I found some new people to help me. And I'm figuring it out. I want to be more genuine. Imagine if she was just real.
How funny. No, I think I finally get to share the me that's been here for so long that people maybe haven't had the same visibility to. Coming back on Instagram was a really big decision, but also it's just been joyful. And I'm really intentional in using it as a platform to share joy. And
joy, it's to only share joy and, SKUs for my products to sell.
To have fun as well. And so I get to play and explore. I play in public.
Oh, she plays in public. But
Meghan has now spent 9 years on a very public, often unrelenting world stage, for worse.
Oh, let's get into it. Let's get into it. She's the bully.
Let's go and let's take
whole self. Do you feel like it's hard to sort of show your whole self?
I waffle with some of my choices before I make them. I'm generally very decisive, but social media is a great barometer for this for me, because putting out a video of myself 9 months pregnant
was so cringe.
Was a really big choice, but I also wanted people to see themselves in my story and our story.
Because, it's so genuine. We're real.
And to be able to show that with all the noise that might happen in the world on a day-to-day basis, real life is still happening behind the scenes. Really real life.
That's real? I don't think that was the problem. A lot of people didn't
But
believe
you
it was
put that
real.
out there and some people, they tear it apart,
I'm sure they did. I don't know. But I also protect myself from seeing that.
I'm sure. How can you say that? And now it... That is so full of it.
It's been interesting preparing for this interview because every day you search for your name and there's 1,000 different news stories about 1,000 different things.
Yes.
And so...
But I guess the distinction there is those people don't know me and they're not talking about me. And that's a really hard place to come to terms with. Yeah. But that's the truth. So if you can really compartmentalize it and go, oh, right, there is a very, very powerful machine.
A machine? Is that what I am? I'm a cyborg? A machine who's... Of course, we're all lying about you abandoning your own family and Harry's family. Oh, we're just making that up.
And it's all about generating income. Mm-hmm. Those stories aren't just appearing because it's fun. Clickbait has a huge financial implication.
Oh my God. I need another break. We're going to come back and we're going to address this as its own video because this is too good. We got so much coming your way. Make sure you hit the subscribe. I'm going to keep giving you my commentary on all things Meghan because this retour, whatever she's rebrand, not on my watch. We're going to keep it honest. That's what we do here in Popcorn Palace. So hit that subscribe, hit the bell. Let me know what you think of part 2. Oh my God, is it a lot easier to watch with me? Let me know your thoughts down below. We got more coming.